Breaker, breaker. Anybody out there? This is Dollar General Ed. Still holed up, still breathing. Still, not exactly sure what day it is. Hell, for all I know, it's Christmas. I ran out of calendar pages weeks ago and used the rest to wipe my ass. Whoops. Power's been out so long. I almost forgot what TV sounds like. Thank the Lord for this little jackery box. Solar powered. If you don't kick it. Runs my CB for an hour a day, or a little more if I sweet talk it. Only thing that works regular around here. You probably want to know how I'm doing. Well, not dead yet. Hurt my hand bad last week. Dropped a whole shelf of generic brand chips on it. Split the skin like a hot dog at a bonfire. Had to sew it up with some old fishing line and that little bottle of peppermint schnapps by the register. Tasted like burning regret, but it numbed the pain for about 10 minutes. Stitches look kinda like spaghetti, but it's holding. I got myself a pet now too. Name's Mr. Nibbles. Don't ask me what kind of animal he is. Looks like a possum crossed with a grizzly bear. Found him gnawing on a Halloween mask back in aisle 5. Gave him a sausage stick and he's been my shadow ever since. Growls at strangers and sometimes at me, but he keeps the zombies away. And the mice. And the snack cakes, come to think of it, been keeping busy. Made wine out of those old jugs of Welch's grape juice, mixed in some bread crusts and raisins for class. Let it bubble in a pickle bucket by the mop sink for a week. Tastes like someone wrung out a dirty sock in cough syrup, but it'll take the edge off. Might bottle it and call it Ed's End Times Reserve. My bed's made of dog food bags. Pillows too. Not so bad when you get used to the crunch. Had a scare a couple nights ago. Thought the dead got in, but turned out it was just Mr. Nibbles knocking over the peanut butter. Guess he's a fan. He's growling at me now. Means it's time for his walk, which mostly means me tossing beef jerky behind the battery rack and hoping he don't bite me again. So yeah, still here, still dumb lucky. Ain't figured out how to make the solar-powered coffee pot work yet, but I'm trying. Dollar General Ed, signing off till next hour. If you're alive, stay that way. If you ain't, well, don't come knocking. Breaker, breaker. It's your buddy Ed again. Coming to you live from my new ride. Had to abandon the old Dollar General. Turns out, if a bunch of fellas in matching camo jackets say they're from Neighborhood Watch, that don't mean they're gonna watch your neighborhood, just your food stash. Real polite though, offered to help me pack. Until they pulled guns. Ha! Good thing Mr. Nibbles don't like visitors. Sent them running faster than I could say rollback savings. So now it's me and Mr. Nibbles rolling through Kentucky in style. And by style, I mean, well, I'm driving the only car left in the lot. It's a 1989 Yugo with zebra stripe seat covers, 3 donut tires, and a big purple I Heart Suit Branson bumper sticker. Mufflers held on with jump rope, and the back seats full of stuffed animals I found in the clearance bin. The horn plays La Cucaracha. Windshield wipers don't work, but the disco ball on the mirror sure does. We're following a signal now. Got a little static on the CB, but I swear I heard DJ Red, maybe Nick Orsborn too, saying something about Paintsville car wash, needing help. So that's where we're headed. Me, Mr. Nibbles, and about half a tank of expired gasoline. I left a note at the Dollar General, just in case the bandits come back and miss me. Gone fishing. Love, Ed. Should throw him off. Mr. Nibbles is riding shotgun. Well, sitting on the dash, Che Win on the air freshener. He don't much care for the zebra seats, but he likes the sunshine. Looks like he's asleep, but that's just his attack face. Anyway, if y'all hear this, I'm on my way to Paintsville, car wash. Might get there by nightfall if the Yugo don't lose another tire. If you see a trail of stuffed bears on the road, that's just me trying to keep Mr. Nibbles from eating the upholstery. Stay safe, radio folks. Dollar General Ed signing off. See you at the car wash, or what's left of it, I reckon. Breaker, breaker, Ed here checking in from what I think is the Paintsville car wash. Drove the whole way in my trusty Yugo. Dodged a couple potholes and ran over more zombies than I'll admit on the radio. Looks like I missed the big showdown. Dead all over the lot, bullet holes in the bay doors, not a friendly face anywhere. Just a few leftover stumblers. I climb out, stretch my legs and call out, Todd, Nick, y'all here? DJ Red? Anybody? Nothing but a gust of wind and Mr. Nibbles, my little mystery critter, rooting around under the vending machines. Mean as a snake, but loyal as a shadow. I still don't know what he is. Found him out back one night and he's been with me ever since. I holler again. Todd, Nick, it's Ed. Brought the ride and snacks, well, if you count circus peanuts and canned sardines. Anybody need a lift? All I get back is a zombie in a safety vest, swaying next to the vacuums, looking like he's waiting for a paycheck. Another one's wandering with a squeegee in his hand, not a clue in his cloudy head. The place reeks of burnt rubber, soap, and grape juice. There's a jug of water on the curb, wrappers everywhere, and what I'm pretty sure is a hatchet stuck in the coin changer. Missed one heck of a shindig by the looks of it. Mr. Nibbles is over by the trash can, chewing on what might have once been a Happy Meal toy. Sometimes I wonder if he's half possum, half Wolverine, but he's a good companion, except when he tries to bite my ankles. Guess I missed Todd and Nick by a few minutes. Story of my life. Left a note on the dash of the Yugo. Todd, Nick, waited here, missed ya. Gonna follow the next signal I catch. Don't touch the disco ball, or my critter'll get riled up. Ed, signing off from Paintsville's loneliest, bloodiest car wash. See you on the next frequency, if the Yugo holds together. Breaker Breaker, Ed here, back at the Paintsville car wash. Was minned in my business, trying to decide if I should raid the change machine or let Mr. Nibbles wrestle a raccoon behind the dumpsters, when I heard footsteps crunching gravel. Not zombie feet, real boots, heavy and purposeful. Out comes this fella, looking like he lost a fight with a tornado. Jacket torn up, wild hair, and his right hand wrapped in a bloody old t-shirt and enough duct tape to hold a boat together. He stopped short when he spotted me, eyes darting like a stray cat, muttering to himself just loud enough I could catch. Ask him, be normal, don't screw this up. He tried to straighten himself and called over, voice gravelly, you seen anyone? Guy with a beard, someone talking on the radio. I raised both hands, trying to look as friendly as possible. Just me and my, critter. Name's Ed, Dollar General Ed. He looked me up and down like he wasn't sure if I was real, then took a breath and nodded. Thomas, he said, sticking out his left hand, the only one in good shape. Lost track of my group. I heard there were survivors passing through here. Figured I'd follow the trail. Mr. Nibbles came trotting out, eyeing Thomas with all the suspicion a mystery animal can muster. Thomas gave him a half-hearted grin and said, never seen one of those before. He bite. Only when he gets hungry or when he's bored. So mostly. Thomas gave a snort that was almost a laugh, then glanced around at the carnage. Dead zombies everywhere, bullet holes in the bay doors, a squeegee sticking out of a trash can. Looks like I just missed them again. Tell you what, I said, heart still racing. Why don't we stick together? 2 heads are better than one, and, well, you look like you could use a buddy. Plus, Mr. Nibbles likes you, which is rare. He hesitated, still twitchy and half listening to something only he could hear. But finally, he nodded. All right, Ed, we'll look for them together. So there we were, me, a stranger called Thomas, and Mr. Nibbles, all piling into the Yugo. Thomas didn't say a word about the disco ball, but I caught him looking. I let Thomas take the front seat. He needed the legroom more than I did, and I handed him a bottle of grape soda from the glove box as a peace offering. As I fired up the engine and the horn gave its best La Cucaracha, I said, all right, Thomas, let's go find your people. You ever navigate by CB static and luck? Not until today, he muttered, but there was the barest hint of hope in his voice. We rolled out of the car wash, a search party of 2.5, headed toward whatever signal came next. Well, let me tell ya, things went from weird to run for your life real quick. Me and Thomas were just loading back into the Yugo, Mr. Nibbles finally decided the car wash snacks weren't worth fighting over, when I heard it moaning and shuffling, echoing up the street. Thomas looked up, his eyes sharper than before. They're coming, he said, voice cold. Sure enough, Paintsville was alive with the dead. Zombies on the sidewalk, in the alleys, crawling out of busted storefronts. No time to waste. I hollered at Thomas to shut the door, then gunned it out of there, tires squealing. We barreled through the first intersection, zigzagging past a school bus full of broken windows. I was doing fine until Mr. Nibbles jumped in my lap wanting head scratches. Damn animal nearly got me bit. "Hang on, Thomas," I shouted, jerking the wheel to the left so hard the disco ball whacked the rearview mirror. We spun past an abandoned sedan by pure dumb luck. I missed it by an inch, honest to God, and heard Thomas cussing at the ghosts he was seeing. As the Yugo bounced back onto the main road, I grabbed the CB mic and started calling for DJ Red. "Red, you out there? It's Ed. Got a man named Thomas with me. Paintsville's crawling, needing a new plan, over." For a second, just static. Then, to my shock, a voice came back, tired but alive. "Ed? Ed, it's Todd. Where are you?" Before I could even say a word, Thomas snatched the radio out of my hand, his good hand, anyway. His eyes were wild, darting like he was tracking shadows only he could see. "Todd, this is Thomas. You hear me? I made it out. I'm coming. Where are you? Who's with you? Don't let them lie. Don't let them." He broke off, breathing heavy, his thumb locked on the talk button. For a minute, the car was just rattling with static and that heavy, worried silence. Mr. Nibbles climbed onto the dashboard, staring at Thomas like even he knew something was off. I kept one eye on the road, one on Thomas, and whispered, "You all right, man?" Thomas didn't answer, just kept holding the mic, muttering something about, "Don't trust the signal, don't trust the roads." "It's okay, buddy," I said, trying to sound calm. "We'll find him. Just keep talking. Somebody's gotta be listening." "Breaker, breaker, Ed here, reporting in from the edge of town. Todd's crew told us to meet at the peaking, so I whipped the Yugo right up onto the curb, disco ball spinning. Mr. Nibbles hanging out the window like the mayor. Thomas just rode silent, mud airing up a storm the whole way, arguing with someone who wasn't there, his eyes all wild. When we step out, the whole crew is outside. Todd, Amber, Nick, DJ Red, and Josh. They all just freeze, staring at Thomas, then at me. For a second, nobody moves. I grin big, sticking out my chest, and say, "Y'all must be a little starstruck, huh? Dollar General Ed in the flesh." Don't worry, I get that a lot. Right then, well boy, the beagle trots over, tail up, sniffing at Mr. Nibbles, who's already bristling and baring his teeth. I'm ready for a scrap, but OL boy just sneezes in Mr. Nibbles' face and plops down like nothing happened. "Mr. Nibbles hisses, circles, then settles next to OL boy like it's the most normal thing in the world. "Look at that," I say. Little fella's got more sense than most folks I know. All eyes are on Thomas now. The poor guy looks worse than roadkill. Dirty, sleeve tied up over half a missing hand, and talking to nobody. They know, don't they? Shut up, just shut up. North, west, west, that's where they went. It's not safe. You know it's not safe. Don't let them see you shake. Don't let him. He's mumbling, twitching, looking right through everybody. That's when Josh steps forward, face red and fists clenched. "Thomas, snap out of it, man. Enough with the crazy shit, we thought you were gone. You're here, you're with us. Now act like it." Thomas blinks, jaw working, eyes darting to the ground, then to the roof, then to Josh. He stammers. "They're not gone. They're just hiding." The static's louder now. "Can't you hear it? I'm not crazy. You're not listening." The silence is thick. Even OL boy and Mr. Nibbles pause, watching. Todd finally walks over, puts a hand on Thomas's good shoulder. "Let's go inside, brother. You made it. We'll figure it out together." I can't help but laugh, breaking the tension. Well, folks, never a dull moment with Ed around. Huh? Wait till y'all hear my story about the honey badger and the expired wine. Just as we start to file inside, I turn back, waggling my CB radio. Oh, before I forget, I got a buddy on the airwaves, calls himself the chemist. Says he just ditched some real mean group and's got good info coming our way soon. Might be worth listening for. Meanwhile, Thomas starts pacing in little circles near the curb, talking real low to his bad hand, not even noticing the rest of us. They're at peaking. They're at peaking, you hear that? You were wrong. I found them. I found them. He keeps walking that same loop, muttering, until finally Todd gently guides him toward the door. We finally all pile inside the peaking. The lights are out, but someone's got candles on the counter, and it's warmer than the street by a mile. Everyone takes a seat. Old boy curls up under Amber's chair, Mr. Nibbles sprawls in the corner, eyeing a fortune cookie with suspicion. Nick rubs his eyes, shakes his head, and finally speaks up. Since everyone's here, guess I owe y'all the story. I got separated when the horde hit Maine. Tried to cut across the old car wash. Thought it'd be empty, but I tripped over a bucket and nearly broke my leg. By the time I got up, there were zombies all around. Hid in the change booth for 2 days, living on stale gum and rainwater outta a cracked jug. I was starting to think I'd never see daylight again, until you two showed up. He glances at Thomas and Ed, looking almost grateful. I had leaned back, feeling mighty proud. Heh, I found that CB radio in the back room at the Dollar General. Right before them raiders ran me off. Was digging for canned ham, ended up with a radio instead. Plugged it in, fiddled with some wires, and wouldn't you know, caught a bit of DJ Red static. Didn't make much sense at first, but it was the only voice that wasn't just in my head or gnawing at the windows, so I followed it all the way here. Todd laughs, shakes his head. Ed, you really might be the luckiest fool in Kentucky. Thomas stands by the window, shifting from foot to foot, talking half to himself and half to the room. Explosion at the tower took 3 fingers. Didn't even feel it at first. Fire was louder than the screaming. Everything got real quiet after that. But I wasn't alone. Met some folks on the way, real and not so real. He laughs high and thin, eyes darting. Got a friend named Charlie. He's got no face, but he always knows the way west. Sometimes he tells me secrets. Sometimes I listen. Sometimes I don't. The others exchange nervous looks. Amber finally asks, "You sure you're okay, Thomas?" He just shrugs, cradling his mangled hand. Never better. The dead are loud, but my friends are louder. And now, I found you. For a minute, nobody says anything. Just the soft thump of Boy's tail and the faint crunch of Mr. Nibbles finally winning his battle with the fortune cookie.